welcome back to my channel. My name is Lisa and this is Return to Love. On this channel, we make faith-based content. We talk about mental health, postpartum depression, our journey to love, self-love, and everything in between, from family, lifestyle, fitness. We got it all on this channel. So if you like this kind of content, stick around and please consider to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button because it really helps me out a lot. Like this video, comment, and share it with your friends and family who can benefit from it. If you're already subscribed, welcome back, guys. And I just really like having you here. So if you've clicked on this video, it can mean two things. Either you want to be pregnant or you don't and you're panicking and you want to know if the signs and symptoms you are seeing or experiencing mean that you're PMSing, the period before getting your period. Yeah, you see what I did there? Or if these could actually be early pregnancy signs and symptoms. So in this video, I'll be sharing the 10 earliest pregnancy signs and symptoms that I experienced when pregnant with Jasmine Sarai. So the first pregnancy sign and symptom that I experienced before my missed period was, they were like period like cramps, but yeah, I don't know what to say. They weren't worse than your period. I can say that. It wasn't worse than my period. These cramps were similar to PMS cramps, post-menstrual cramps, but they were a bit more inconsistent. So I wasn't feeling them consistently, and so when I first started getting these cramps, I assumed my period was on the way and that soon, I would be getting my period. And of course, the period never came. So I was experiencing cramps for over a week and never getting a period. So that was definitely a clue that this could not be PMS and that it was a pregnancy symptom rather, because the period didn't come. So that was my first pregnancy sign and symptom. My second major early pregnancy symptom was almost uncontrollable hunger. Guys, I was so hungry all the time. I used to do intermittent fasting. I was accustomed to be able to stretch the times of my meals and stuff like that, but I wasn't able to do that. Once I was pregnant, even before I got my positive pregnancy test, I was hungry to the point of nausea. If I would think to wait it out, I don't need to eat now or something, I would get so nauseous and I would be forced to go and eat something. So definitely that does not happen to me when PMSing, before my period is due. That doesn't happen to me. I do get cravings and I could be a little bit more hungry, or more like cravings, specific things I want to eat and eat more regularly. But I definitely didn't have this uncontrollable monster hunger that just causes you to want to eat, have to eat. If you don't eat, it's like you're gonna die, or you get so nauseous, or you're gonna vomit. That was not a PMS sign for me, so that was a clear sign that something else might be going on. So that was number 2. My third sign and symptom was a bit unexpected. I didn't think I ever heard anybody else talk about this before I experienced it, but it was dizziness. I had extreme dizziness to the point where I felt like I would black out, or where when in the shower I would have to hold on to things or feel like everything was just starting to spin around me. When cooking, when just walking, even getting up from my chair and so on, I would be very dizzy. And remember, all of these signs and symptoms were before my positive pregnancy test. So those who are in their 2-week wait, after conception, and in your 14 days DPO, these are all the signs that I was having in my 2-week wait. So that was number 3, extreme dizziness. My fourth Also, very uncomfortable symptom was sensitivity to smell. It came so quick, it came so early on in pregnancy, and I started to experience sensitivity to scented soaps and perfumes and anything that was highly scented. So if I would go in the shower or go to the bathroom and wash my hands with a very scented liquid soap, that would really throw me off. And at this point, I didn't know I was pregnant yet. I didn't have a positive pregnancy test. And I just wondered what was going on, you know. It didn't instantly trigger my brain to think pregnancy. I was just, I didn't know, but it was really throwing me off the scent. I really remember hating scented soaps, scented detergents, everything that was really supposed to be smelling really nice, like perfume and so, would really throw me off. So that was another pregnancy sign that definitely doesn't happen to me during my premenstrual cycle. My fifth symptom was food aversions. Listen to me, I couldn't stand so many things so quickly early on in the pregnancy. And there were things that if I even smelled it, it would make me so very nauseous, which included oily food, fast food, everything like that, sugary food, sweet food. While I really like sweetness, anybody who knows me knows I have a sweet tooth, but at that point in time, I couldn't stomach sweetness and stuff like that. So that was definitely a pregnancy sign for me because during my period or my period, I want a lot of sugar and I want a lot of fast food. I like to have pizza, I like to have fries, I like to have cakes. It's like my life depends on it, but during my early pregnancy stage, I could not stomach any of that. And all of this was already happening before I had my missed period. So that was another early pregnancy sign that you might be able to look out for. Number six was nausea. To be honest, my nausea started out very subtle. During the second part of the first trimester, it started to pick up speed and just ruin the entire pregnancy henceforth. But in the beginning, it was very subtle, but it was there. I had a lot of saliva, excess saliva, and I was nauseous and different kinds of food. The foods that now became like yuck to me definitely made me nauseous if I would try to eat oily foods, and so I would be extremely nauseous. I would be nauseous throughout the day. So this whole morning sickness thing is really not morning sickness, but we already know that, right? I was nauseous throughout the day, so that was definitely another pregnancy symptom. Now I do get nauseous sometimes during my period or a bit before that, but it was still different. I don't know if you know what your period is like. Trust your body, most of the times we kind of already know. You can sometimes mix up the signs, but if you really know your body and know your period, you've been having periods for years, most likely, if you're now considering pregnancy or possibly pregnant, you already know kind of what a period feels like to you. So, in most cases, you will be able to tell the difference for all of these different symptoms if you're paying attention to them and if you kind of know your cycle length and all of that. So, all of these are things. It's really important to listen to your body and to know your body, and to the little things are most of the time the big cues. So, that's just a little tip. Number seven were sensitive and fuller breasts. So my breasts were significantly fuller and more sensitive. Even if you just want to lie down on your tummy, you just want to go to sleep, you want to take a nap, or you just anything that was really just coming in contact with them was making them ache or feel sensitive. It was kind of like a dull, achy feeling. That was not generally one of my PMS symptoms. And Even though I could get a little bit breast tenderness before my period sometimes, it was nothing like the constant achiness and sensitivity and obviously more full breast that I was having as an early pregnancy symptom. So that's another symptom. Mood changes. Whew, boy, was I moody. I was a bit moody. I do get very, 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 very moody before my periods. So this was not an easy sign to pick up on, but I still realized that I was a bit more emotional. I wasn't as angry moody. I was more emotional moody, if that makes sense. Yeah, I wasn't the angry moody. I was the emotional moody. So that was another early pregnancy symptom that I had before my missed period. Another sign was bloating. Now, this is also a PMS sign, and you can be very bloated before periods. Most people are. Most women are, because men don't get periods. But most women get bloated before the periods, so this might not be an easy one to pick up on, but I can definitely say there's something different about it. How to explain it? I don't know. But there's just something different about it. This is like a kind of bloating that never leaves you. It's like constant, it's consistent, it's kind of mixed with a bit of nausea. You're hungry, you're bloated, and you're nauseous all at the same time. That doesn't happen to me as a PMS symptom. So I would definitely say when you see a combination of these, it's most likely a pregnancy symptom. I can definitely say that frequent urination is number 10. I don't experience this as a PMS symptom. I don't know about other women, but I don't think so. And this was happening to me before my missed period, and I experienced just more frequent bathroom breaks, but I was a bit more thirsty than usual, and I was going to the bathroom more frequently. Now, in a lot of these kind of videos, I see implantation bleeding. I never experienced that. I never had implantation bleeding. So if you're trying to conceive and you're seeing all these videos talking about implantation bleeding and you're not seeing it happening and you think, wow, maybe that means you're not pregnant, it doesn't have to mean that at all. I was pregnant, but I did not experience implantation bleeding. So that's perfectly normal. You can still be pregnant even though you don't experience implantation bleeding. So I hope this video is very helpful to you guys. I hope you get a result that you were looking for. I hope that everything was clear. If you have any questions, if you want to hear more about my pregnancy symptoms or how long they lasted, or if I still had them in my second and third trimester, you can just drop those questions in the comment section down below and let me know. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. Thanks for all your support. Thanks for watching this video. Share it with people who you think might benefit from it. And as usual, see you in my next video. Bye!